Why hello everybody, so welcome to another Gaming Poor. Today's tip, be normal. And today's tip is basically in reference to what I was going to talk about, which was when I talked about don't impulse buy and try to basically do your research. The best research you can do is actually to try the game. And I was actually about to tell about my experiences from and the pros and cons of each of the different kind of meetups and Facebook groups and all that, like Tom Vassell did. I said with my personal examples, which from a poor perspective in a way. And what I noticed was the most important point I kept trying to think about it was about yourself and of course myself. And the best tip I can give you before is to be normal. Because here's the simple fact. Doesn't matter if you have 1,000 meetup groups around you and they're all billionaires. If they don't want to play with you because you're not a pleasant person, you won't get to try anything. So that's important. So the first tip to being and in reference, I'm the most normal person you're ever gonna meet. I'm not exceptional in many ways. I'm not like great guy to game with that you will want to line up with me to play with me and all that. I have my issues, like for example, I'm very anal about pieces for my games and all that. But you have to adapt yourself to the group, a give and take, and that actually is the first tip to being normal, is have empathy. Like for me personally, I see this very often. A lot of people turn up to meetup groups and all, but they don't bring games. That means they never contribute to the group. They always just turn up. They literally bring themselves and that's it. They don't bring games to play. They don't, and they even come late. So that is just that. And when they leave, not unexpected, people say, like this guy, he never contributes. So well, some of them will even afterwards keep asking me, like, you guys game at your own place and no one will invite them. So that's expected because you don't contribute to the group. And so for example, if you are in a group with lighter gamers, and if there are lighter gamers, you can have a game that, for me personally, it's easy to count pieces that after the game, you can count by yourself really fast, like Carcassonne. You just cut the pieces by 10, and then it's easy to count and it's light. But that's the first step. Have the empathy, adapt your gaming style. Like sometimes I can understand, like there's certain things, like for me personally, I never liked to mulligan, meaning that if a game something happens, it happens. You don't take back your turn. But sometimes I do get I just close my eyes to it. I mean, as long as it doesn't happen too often. Once it, like example, if it's everybody's first game, to not be to be too anal about it, to adapt yourself to the group. So because have empathy that maybe they are learning the game for the first time. And that this, if they don't do that mulligan, it will stress them out too much, for example. So adapt. And number 2, be sincere. Like for me, my group is all heavier gamers. So imagine if I knew purposely that they were heavier gamers and I keep offering to bring Carcassonne, knowing that no one will accept it. So I offered, but no one wants to, want me to bring the game. So the thing is that people will see through that really easily. So you might as well don't do that. So, just be sincere, and if you try to work out something with them, tell them like, I'm very afraid of losing pieces and all that. Maybe I could do something for you, like I could come early to set up the tables or something like that. Give and take, and be sincere about it. People appreciate that. That's how you be normal. Negotiate. So that's tip for the day. Be normal. And trust me, I'm the most normal person you're ever gonna meet, and I don't find it hard to find games every week to play. I game regularly twice a week, so I think that's, from my point of view. I also know several people who also know normal people and all, and they don't find it hard too. So, tip of the day, be normal. Till next word.